When the Warriors won the parade, we were taking tequila shots the whole day.
We were lit.
Draymond was there taking shots, and Aisha was, and Steph, and I slept through weights. And all the seniors texted me the next morning being like, you're in huge trouble.
That sounds very Stanfordish.
Like, sounds like a hater to me.
Yeah.
Mom.
That didn't go how it was supposed to.
Dearica started it.
I have the biggest lips and this didn't do it well.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Cam Brink. Welcome to Straight to Cam, a Wave original presented by Allstate. I'm here with my amazing co-host.
I'm Sadell Curry-Lee, and coming up on today's episode, we're talking about Cam's draft day experience, partying at the Warriors parade, and the story behind the Olympic team reveal.
And today is a very special episode. I'm here with my teammate, WNBA champion, 3-time WNBA All-Star, 2-time 6 Woman of the Year. Gosh, keep going. 3-on-3 Olympic bronze medalist, Mama D, Dearica Hamby. Give it up.
Thanks for having me.
I am so excited for this one. I feel like you are my person on and off the basketball court. So I'm just very excited you're here with us today.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for putting up with me.
Always. You probably do it a lot too, though.
Probably more, you do it more now, so I've passed the baton over to you.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job, though.
Thank you. I raised my kids well. I do what I can.
No, this is my big vet. So I'm just very thankful for you. This is going to be a really fun episode.
Yes.
So we're going to start with our confessionals. So this is how we kind of pregame the show. Yeah. It's the pregame to the app. So I'll go first. My confessional is I never think women should pay a cover fee to get into a bar or a club. I don't think women should have to pay for anything, honestly.
You're blessed with our existence.
Yeah. But to pay to get into a club to make it a better atmosphere is ridiculous to me.
What about the tables? Because I've paid for a few tables.
I paid for tables too. And tables are like so absurdly expensive for what?
They are, especially in Vegas.
Especially in Vegas and Miami. That's where I paid for a table.
I feel like, I don't know, I haven't gone to a club with a section in a long time. But has the art of going to a club, is it the same as, I feel like you're closer to my age. Yeah. So we used to pregame heavy before we get to the club. And then we get to the section and we just do the minimum bottle and then that's it. But do people get lit at the club now?
I think so, especially because the places you're talking about, Vegas and Miami, you don't start partying until midnight.
That's true.
And you're out till 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So I feel like you just drink when you get to, some people might pregame. I don't drink as much anymore. But
well, yeah.
No, you're actually really good. Like you don't drink, rarely. I'll see you with a high noon on your story.
Y'all hear that?
Sometimes she will drink. She'll have a drink.
I'm sober Sally.
Ray and I
Sally.
Are like, please, Dearica,
yeah, they're always begging me to drink.
No, but you will occasionally. But
I'll pop out.
You're still really fun because you'll stay out and you'll still you don't need a drink to have fun. I think the older I get, well, you do babysit and you can drive us places. But I feel like
at my big age.
Yeah, seriously. You truly don't need a drink to have fun. You don't. I feel like that was always something that I was like, oh, I need to have a drink to
loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. But now I'm kind of especially going into season, I'm already going to be putting my knee through a lot of inflammation. I'm like, I don't need to add the inflammation. Yeah. I won't drink with you.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, I won't drink with you.
Okay,
we'll be like the weirdos in the corner.
Also, the older you get, you have to be more strategic about your alcohol consumption.
The recovery is brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah.
It takes 2 to 4 business weeks for me
to
get my stuff together.
You don't feel the tiredness till the third day, and you're like, I drank 3 days ago. Mm-hmm. And then you got to get up at 7 o'clock. And
with the kids, so you went to bed at 8 p.m. just like I did, right?
What's your problem?
Yeah, right.
Get up. I want to go to the park.
I can't wait to have kids. I can't wake up at 7.
I like waking up early.
No, not for me.
No, I do. I like to.
You've always been like that?
No, it's changed.
Oh, okay.
I feel like more after Legend. I like to do all the pre-bedtime stuff or the night before, get all the clothes out, pack the lunches, I'll do all that. And then I set my alarm 6:30 and I'm in there like, Maya, let's go.
Every morning my son, mommy, 6, 7 o'clock. I want to watch something on TV. I'm like, okay.
No, I'm getting up. Put some pep in that step.
No, the amount of times during season, like she'll call me and be like, wake up, like we're going to Starbucks, get ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Like you're still in bed. That's true.
I'm still in bed. But no, you've definitely like gotten me up so many mornings. I probably would have missed practice once if you didn't FaceTime me in the morning.
Have you ever missed, like in college or professional? Like, have you ever missed a practice?
There's one I remember in college, like very vividly. Like this is a core memory.
At Wake Forest.
At Wake Forest, I'm sleeping and my teammates are calling me, and I'm like, I know I'm sleeping. I know I overslept. I did not care. And they're like, D, like you have a workout, and I was like, do I have to?
Do I have to?
And I was like, fine, like I'm coming. But
what happened?
I don't remember. I think maybe I had to run.
That's how you know you're good in college. Is like, yeah, whatever. Like,
no, I don't know why I was so tired, but it was very bold of me. I don't know what I was thinking.
Ever happened to you?
I've missed lifts.
You can get out of those, though.
Okay, this is a funny story. I can tell it now because I'm out of college. The when the Warriors won championship, the parade.
Yes.
So we went out on this huge bus. We were on top of the bus. We were taking tequila shots the whole day.
We made margarita, like those Gatorade pitcher margaritas.
So good.
And then we made
what year was this, Cam? How old were you?
You were
21.
You were 21.
I was.
Yeah.
I just turned 21.
And then we made the Gatorade, the Gatorade cooler of like the peach green tea. Like it was green tea shot, but we made it into like a drink. We were lit.
And there was ice sculptures when we got to international smoke
with tequila.
Draymond was there to take shots, and Aisha was, and Steph, and
everyone.
Our moms were spinning each other around in the middle of the dance floor. And Ben showed up, and that man never really drinks either. So we were all lit, and I slept through weights. And all the seniors texted me the next morning being like, you're in huge trouble. Like,
that sounds very
and they were like, we're going to make you, like, hold you accountable and make sure you do a lift with us. They never fucking held me accountable. So I'm like, why talk all that big
sounds
shit?
Sounds like a hater to me.
Yeah.
Damn.
They did it. It was a preseason
Name
lift.
them.
Bleep, 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 bleep. No, it's all love though. But yeah.
Did you drink like Four Locos in college?
Oh, for sure. Some of my worst nights were Four Loko nights.
I've never had a Four Loko.
Yeah, that was like the thing when I was in college.
Caffeine. It's caffeine and vodka. What is it?
Yeah, something, I don't know.
No, I would be off my ass.
I didn't drink. Now I'm going to out my vets. When I was in college, I had never drank alcohol until I got on my visit, and I didn't know I was drinking. I thought I was having like fruit punch or Kool-Aid or something like that.
Not the jungle juice.
It was jungle juice. Exactly what it was.
It.
You can't taste it, and that was like the first time I had gotten like drunk.
It was probably
my other visit. Because it's funny. The other visit I went on, it was at South Florida, and they took me to a club in Tampa. And there's like all these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like, and I'm like this little 16-year-old girl in the corner, like, I want to go home. Like,
not you, like I want to. I'm like,
no, see, yeah. Like, I don't know about this. Like,
so you didn't go there?
No, I didn't. It was. I had like softly committed to them too.
They scared you. That's a little scary.
Yeah.
That's a little scary.
Florida's just a different beast, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
How many schools did you have looking at you?
I was a late bloomer. No,
really?
I didn't start playing until my sophomore year of high school. So I had like smaller school. Well, not small. I had like Division I, but like not like top 25 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my final five was Wake Forest, South Florida, South Carolina, but they weren't what they are now.
Yeah.
I want to say like Florida and then West Virginia.
Those are all solid though, but it's crazy to think like, look at you now.
Yeah, no,
like,
I wasn't
crazy.
like top 100. I think I was like 97.
That's why rankings are bullshit. Rankings are stupid. Yeah. You should tell them your like softball journey. I think this is so fascinating.
Which part about it?
Well, her first love was
my first
baseball,
love was,
right?
It was softball, baseball.
But you like always admired baseball players.
Yeah, my idols weren't like
basketball players.
Weren't basketball players.
Yeah.
It was Andrew Jones from the Atlanta Braves. 25. That's why I wore 25.
My grandma would know. She loves the Braves.
Yeah. I love the Atlanta Braves. I used to go to the games. I used to stand outside and like hold the posters.
That's so cute.
I fainted when I met Andrew Jones.
Isn't that so funny?
That's so funny.
Yeah. He used to throw me the balls like in the like, center field. I would always sit center field. I didn't want to sit courtside. I wanted to sit like center field.
Yeah.
like behind him. I used to like draw like the bubble letters and stuff, and like
like homemade posters. Yeah, with your glove.
That was like my
in the
crush.
field. Wow, that's
it's just
so cute.
so funny how you went from being really good at softball, and then you were late to basketball. You started your sophomore year of high school.
I grew 5 inches, and everyone was like, "You should play basketball."
But you know how hard it is to become elite starting that late? It's crazy.
I don't think I started it that way. I think they just realized like, you're tall, you can play basketball. And
it's just hard to
now
start later.
Genetics are different.
Yeah.
Like everyone's becoming tall, but like I feel like back then, like 20 years ago, it was like, oh my God, you're 6'3".
Play basketball.
Yeah, play basketball.
Yeah. Well, look at you now.
Look at you now. Okay, my confession is going to make me feel a little bit of my FOMO, but I'm going to stick beside it. If the function starts after 9 p.m., just count me out.
You know,
count me out.
I heavily believe in that as well.
Just count me out because I'm not going to be there mentally. I'm going to be in my bed and I'm going to be wishing I had my book or a show on, and I'm not going to be engaging. So
what if you have nothing to do the next day? Like you don't have the kids. Like
the moment you walk in the house, it's over. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, my teammates will be like, "Dearica, I'm like, if y'all don't call me in like 2 minutes, I'm out of here."
Yeah, facts. Like if the function starts at 10, 11, whatever, get me out the house before 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I'll stay out. But if it starts at 9 and I'm in the house at 8:15, I'm not coming.
I feel that.
So all my friends out there, I love you, but I'm no longer a night owl.
I think like you're good at coming to like the pre-games, and then when we go out, like you'll just stay in. I feel like you would do the same thing, maybe. Like if you can just hang
once I'm started, I'm going.
Yeah, no, but like I like that you'll come and just hang.
Yeah, I'll be around and I'll show face. And
that's such a vet thing.
Yeah. Well, you guys get out of here safe now.
Call me if you need me.
Call me if you need me. And my phone's on Do Not Disturb.
Her phone is always on Do Not Disturb.
I have the most powerful Do Not Disturb.
She does. Even when I notify, like I'll be texting you and I'm like, notify.
For sure. Anyone who's on Do Not Disturb, I'm still sending it notify them anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's like the level of peace you've built for yourself. Yeah. So I respect it.
Just a lot of like spam.
Yeah.
Scam likely's calling. True.
Do not.
Blocked.
A couple weeks ago, we were talking about in our phones, we have do not call or do not answer if they call. Do you have any of those in your phone?
No.
No? Do you have them blocked, or you just don't care? You just see their names and you just don't answer?
Nobody's calling me that like shouldn't be calling me.
Oh. How do you do that? Show me your ways.
I'm rolling my eyes.
Is that your confession?
No, my confession is every morning I get up and have coffee, even though it makes me sleepy.
I've only met one other person that's the case with, and that's Sonia. That's your mom. It's crazy.
I've never heard of it not. I've heard of people like drinking it and it not doing anything for them.
No, it makes me sleepy. Like,
so why do you drink it?
Because it tastes good. I love the French. Like I like French vanilla.
Okay,
like, it just tastes good. The things that give me energy are like, this is gonna sound crazy.
Powdered donuts.
No, it's Monster energy drink.
Oh my gosh, that's like gasoline.
But I have to go that strong to get.
Has it always been like that, or is this a post?
I mean, I think I was like a Red Bull before that. And then I feel like maybe postpartum, post legend. It just makes me sleepy. But I will do it anyways.
You drink Spark too. That
has that strong.
Yeah,
but it's got like other stuff in it too.
So that's like something they mix into like our water bottles before the game. And I remember one game I tried drinking yours, and you were like, "No, Cameron." I feel like I was literally like her jaw. She yeeted it back from me. She was like, "You're gonna tweak out." Which I did.
You do. You have to like ease into it. You can't just drink Spark.
Is it like fast twitch?
I don't know.
That's what Damien drinks before games.
It's like it's like a bunch of everything, but it's like caffeine in it too.
Yeah.
You drink Spark too?
It's called fast twitch.
But you have to, literally, if you just drink it, like you will be off the walls. Like one time, the very first time I had it, I was like clanking things off the backboard. No, seriously.
Not like Space Jam, where you just like, you think you're gonna
like are like this, and like you have to like sip it and like take your time with it. And, like one time I did that in a coffee. It was just not good. So you have to find what works for you, but
yeah, I honestly I have to drink like very low levels of caffeine, or else it will like trip me out. But we're still figuring out my pregame routine.
Yeah.
14 games.
I mean, I don't have structure either, so.
You do though. You do.
Okay. I guess chaos would be like, because it's like with kids, you just don't know, like,
you're always in chaos. Yes. So then you learn how to thrive
on a schedule. That's not like real.
Or if things are too calm, it makes you more anxious because you're like,
what's wrong?
Something's wrong. I'm missing
Where's my child?
Yeah.
I need to give you your flowers. I need to brag on you a little bit.
What kind of flowers?
Well, what flowers do you want?
I want some roses.
You like roses?
I do.
Like
That's
red,
like if
like traditional red roses.
Any
Really?
color.
Any color.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I feel like I hate when Ben gets me roses.
Why? Because it's
I hate
like
flowers in
the
general.
standard, or like it's like too simple.
Yeah.
Flowers.
I like him to like think like I like peonies. Peonies.
I like
Go pick the dandelions because they look like me.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Peonies.
I'm
is a
trying
funny
to
word.
brag you up.
Peonies is one of those words like groundhog.
Groundhog.
Peonies, like a peony.
Sounds like peonies.
Penis.
Don't you hate that
Dude,
word?
I don't mind moist.
Oh, please, let's not go there. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Moist.
Ugh.
It's not bad.
Okay, let me get to my point.
She wants her roses. Give her roses.
I'm giving you your roses.
How many?
Dearica.
Okay, I'm not.
3 dozen.
Oh, she's expensive.
A baker's dozen. Do you know
What about those big like bouquets? Like
God, that
with the D in the
100
middle?
Yeah, the D in the middle.
give you,
and $100 bills wrapped around.
you think I'm made of money? Oh my God.
I just think you. I just want to. Okay, go ahead.
She
get
wants the vet
flowers.
treatment.
Yeah. No, I pay for your meal. We just trade off.
Did you haze her?
No.
No, you don't have to like carry a backpack, a kitty backpack, or
You were
go
honestly
for
very
food
nice. All the
runs.
vets were really nice to me.
in the league they have like the vets do all like, or the rookies do carry that stupid backpack.
Yeah.
Go get like food for them.
I talked about that with Lou yesterday.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how AI was his vet. He's like, AI is not going to want me walking around with a door back.
Yeah.
I have to be with him. Like,
What did he have him do?
he said nothing.
Nothing?
He was like, I have
Just
to run
chill.
errands a little bit, but like nothing crazy.
Damien sends his vets on, his rookies on insomnia cookie runs.
Yeah, like just call him. Like, I've heard those stories like middle of the night. Just be like, yo, can you go give me?
I love traveling with the team when I do that, when they do that. Because I get cookies every night.
Yeah. But like,
Anyways.
you didn't make me do anything.
No, I'm a good
You're
vet.
nice. Yeah. No, you would bring me cookies. You'd be like, I got some crumble.
All right, now relax. Let me tell her my business.
She doesn't drink,
I'm
but
not
she
soft.
likes to take
Sugar.
cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do provide a lot of sugar,
You do.
but I feel like I run off sugar. So
You do. She'll come into film with Lil Debbie's powdered donuts and like a Starbucks. You know, like the pre-made coffees, like the glass ones.
Oh, the little frappe ones.
She'll download
you're supposed to,
three of
you're
those.
supposed to freeze those and then like shake them and then it
You should do that.
and then
I should.
it like makes that frappe texture.
Oh,
That's
I
what I
didn't
saw
know that.
online. I never tried it, but
I
you
do like
freeze
a
it and you
cold,
just shake it really, really hard.
that makes it like ice.
And it
That's
makes
like
the
your
icing.
gasoline. Yeah, you need that. Okay, I'm getting to my point. So I'm giving you your flowers, 3 dozen roses. You don't like when I brag on you.
No, you're gonna make me cry.
No, we're both very emotional. I think like one of the coolest things when we first like really sat down to like talk with each other. I remember it was on the bus to like Olympic trials. Where was that? In Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And
Springfield.
you were like, we're more similar than you think. Like I see you, like you're sensitive too. And you were basically like, I have your back and like, just like, you can lean on me.
Yeah.
And it meant so much to me. I'm going to get emotional too.
I'm over here crying.
And I just think it's really amazing how you have like gone through everything you've gone through and you've taken the time to just really make me feel like seen and like make me feel okay. And I wanted to share the story. Like when I got hurt, you took the time, like we literally had a game like the next day and you came and brought me a backpack full of
I was running around New York City.
you were trying to find stuff to cheer me up and you brought me animal cookies and coloring books And you've just like always been there for me. And when you could tell, like, I think you can read me, like, you know, when I need like a day, like we would just go color with the kids or like put a picnic blanket down and just hang out. So I don't know. I think people just need to see like, you're just such a genuine, amazing teammate, amazing leader. I know we're over here like, but it's like, I feel like I was meant to end up here with you. I truly do. And we've been through a lot together, and it's been a year. Like we're coming up on a year of like really being close. So I just truly love you. And I bring that up to say that like, who's doing it like you? You're a mom. You're like kicking ass and unrivaled, like all of this. And also I've never known someone that can play through injury more than you do.
I mean, come on. But.
Knock on wood. Yes. But like you can play through anything. You're just tough as nails. And the last thing I'll say is I'm so glad I've learned from you that like no one gives a shit about how you're feeling at the end of the day. Like you need to play through it and like have your own back. And obviously rely on your people, but like you always have to like, your perseverance is like what I admire most about you. So
thank you.
I love you.
I love you as well.
No, it's just from a family aspect too. Like it's nice when, you know, like I know how this world is, and like especially for Cameron, she's had eyes on her for a while now, but that big jump, you know, the big jump from going from college to professional, you always worry like how are they going to take it, like how is it going to go mentally and all that kinds of stuff. And so knowing that like she's had you to like walk with her hand in hand has been really nice. I know just like coming from our side of the family, and her parent, I mean, I'm sure her parents have already told you because they have no issue telling people how much they love them. But it's just been such a nice, comforting thing to know that like, you're not just a vet, you're like the vet. We were just talking about it yesterday, how the lifespan in the W is pretty small, like short. And then how long, you've 11?
This will be 11.
You're going into your 11th year. And like, that's incredible. And not just like just going in it as like a role player, like you're going in it as a starting star player on the team. And you're still with all the things that you carry, motherhood, off court responsibilities, all that kinds of stuff. And you're still like taking our Cam under your wing it's really nice.
Because you did not need to do that. You did not need to do that.
I didn't need to, but I think one, having kids, and then two, I mean, I'm just a reflection of my mom too, you know? So
I love your mom.
She did it by herself, 3 girls, and still poured into other people the same way. So
yeah.
Could you imagine having 3 girls? I mean, you want like have kids, but but you have a boy and a girl, and like I feel
like people are like, oh, you could just be done now, like boy and a girl.
Yeah, but girls are we're different. We're a different type of person to raise.
Fact.
I mean, my mom got lucky with me, but me and my sisters are all different.
Yeah,
like, all different versions of like women. It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, shout out to the
I know.
moms.
My makeup will run, so I can't. Like I gotta hold my tears in.
I did like a minute of setting spray, so I think I'm okay.
Let's talk first impressions. So when we first met, it was at the draft. So this episode will be coming out around the draft.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk like, what was your first impression of me, and like, what did you think about me before like I came along?
I already had an idea.
What was the idea?
So I've seen you play. Obviously, I think the year before in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I'd seen you play. So I was obviously a little familiar with your game, and I knew you were going to be a top pick. And I talked with coaching staff and stuff, so I kind of knew you were on the draft board. And when I met you, I think the first thing you said to me was like, you were so nervous. And I was like, why? I was like, you're coming to LA. Like, she's like, am I really? And I was like, yes, like just breathe, like just relax. Like, you're going to be in LA. And then she was like, oh, okay, thank you. And I was like, from that moment, I was like, oh yeah, like I got to take her under. Like I could tell, she was like nervous, and she deals with like a little bit of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
But I could tell in that moment. And yeah, it just
felt so easy to open up to you.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. But a funny story from the draft is like, I don't know why I was so nervous, because you told me like, you were like, just relax. And obviously
I think I texted you too.
You did. And you were so nice. And then also my mom, this is something about my mom. We love my mom, but she can't hold water.
Nothing. Don't tell her. Don't tell her any secrets.
Don't tell her any secrets. She'll keep a big...
She'll engagement, no?
She kept my engagement actually very well hidden from me.
That's the biggest shock of the century right
You know what's funny is like, I'm such a weirdo. Like, I know my mom and I have the same phone passcode, so I'll just go on her phone and be like... And she kept her
searching
phone.
your name. And like, what are you
I'll
saying
read through her text.
Keywords.
I will read through my mom's text. Yes. But no, she kept it from me. But I bring her up because I was kind of like really nervous leaving the hotel before we were getting on the bus to go to the draft. And she pulled me aside and she was like, there's a huge bottle of champagne waiting at the after party from the owner of the Sparks.
Okay, Mom.
And to calm my nerves, but then I was like, what? And then I started sobbing. And I was wearing so much damn black eyeliner that it starts smudging everywhere. But I just remember being so nervous.
Yeah. I mean, that's normal. That's normal.
Were you that nervous?
Yes. Because, I mean, my draft situation changed in the course of like a week because I was projected to go, I think, like 1 through 4. And then Jewel Lloyd entered the draft and Amanda Zowie B. So originally I was supposed to... Tulsa at the time said they were going to take me second. And then he called me the night before the draft, the coach at the time, Fred. And he was like, I want to draft you. He's like, but it's not my decision. It's not just like, it's 2 other people that have to like a say so in this. And so, yeah. And every time I see him to this day, he's like, I told them. Yeah. So I dropped. And then I got to the 5th pick with Chicago. And I thought that's where I was going to be. And then they took Cheyenne Barker. And then Dan texted me. And he's a head coach, and was it the GM? Yeah, he might have been the GM at the time also. And he was like, you're coming to San Antonio. And so, I mean, everything happens for a reason. I'm glad it worked out that way.
Your career has been...
Yeah.
Like, I thoroughly believe everything happens for a reason.
And that's obviously going on. I mean, I had some of my best friends, Isabel was there.
Yeah.
KP ended up coming along.
Yep.
So.
No, yeah. I mean, I just saw Jane the other day. Jane Appel was...
Yeah, that was my vet, who also was similarly like... She wasn't quite a mom yet, but she was going into that transition in her life, I think the year after.
Yeah.
So, but she was very motherly to me as well. And I only got her
played at Stanford.
Yeah, I only got her for a year, but she was very impactful to me.
Yeah, no, you've literally had such like a positive effect on my career already. So
yeah,
I'm so excited. I think I have to share one more story. The first regular season game we were playing was against Atlanta. And we had to play at Long Beach because crypto.com was under construction. So we're getting ready to go out and we're all like just dancing to music. Dearica goes into a headstand, starts twerking in the headstand. It's moving in the basketball shorts. I'm freaking out. I'm standing there like, I've never done this before. Oh, God. And so everyone's like so hyped. We ended up having like a really great game. But I was just like, wow, she's going to be really fun to play with.
Yeah, so. I don't dance anymore, but.
That's a lie.
I used to have like a pole in my room.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, as if you don't get enough exercise?
I don't know. I just like to, like, I'm literally by myself, clearly. Like, but
what's on the playlist? You have a playlist for you?
It's not there anymore, but I definitely did have a playlist. It was like one of my favorite songs was like Diamonds by like Young Thug.
That's a good song.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
You can dance.
Yeah.
You're a good dancer.
Okay, so as we mentioned, this episode comes out the day of the draft. So super excited about that. Who are y'all most excited about for the draft?
It's always hard to answer this question.
Most excited.
We have 9. Yeah. No.
That sounds right.
Yeah. We have from what we know, we have 9.
We have I think we have like 2 or 3 picks.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to not be the rookie.
Yeah. You're just
No, you're still a rookie.
What?
No, a little bit. You're still gonna be a rookie.
But not, I don't want to be called that.
I'm not gonna call you that.
Okay.
Do they still use the word sophomore?
No.
What is
I think we normally we say like rookie like the
second
first 4
year.
years.
First 4 year rookie.
Rookie contract for the first 4 years.
It honestly like feels like it gives me space to like continue to like grow and learn and make mistakes. And like honestly, you're gonna have to deal with more of that. Like,
you don't go from
like,
rookie to vet. Like,
no. You're gonna be yelling at me more like, get the fuck up in the pocket.
Well,
like,
I think
she hears that in her dreams.
Yeah. Well, because you're so good at being up in ball screen defense. My whole life I've played back, so it's just like
it just depends on the day, I guess.
No, you are. That's what you do. Like you're good at that.
Yeah, I'm grateful because at Unrivaled I got the chance to be with Ray, and I definitely like, I'm a good leader, mostly emotionally and like supportively.
Yeah, you're steady.
But I've like, part of what I wanted to do when I got to Unrivaled was to focus on being like the bad guy. Or to be like, because have I ever cussed at you or like, well, you don't have to cuss, but like,
just a little,
I don't have like I don't have like a,
when I'm in foul trouble,
like, I don't have like a, what the fuck are you, like, get your shit together. Like, that's just not in my, I don't raise my kids like that. Like, so it's very hard to
do you like being coached like that? No. Okay. That's what
we're the same.
I'm more like, I was coached by Bill Lambier, and I said, you can literally just say it just like this and I will get it. But I think there is like, especially this new generation,
they're a little hard-headed.
Not the side eye.
They're a little hard.
We're both sensitive.
No, yes, it's not about the sensitive, but I want to be able to like have harder conversations like basketball wise.
Sure.
So yeah.
I think being with Ray, she got to be kind of the test dummy. I could, like get on her, and like she knows I love her and care about her. So it was received well. It wasn't like hard feelings. It was like one time she was mad at me for like 2 days when she came back and she was like, I love you. Like, thank you. And so I was like, oh, okay, like I can do this. Like, if there's just genuine like mutual respect. And I think I've built those relationships to be able to do that. Yeah. And like where it's not, you're not gonna be like, what a bitch. Like,
no, you definitely can't approach, like that can't be your first approach to getting to know someone.
No, I think you know that you can be like, I love, especially I receive it better from teammates.
But that's always been hard for me because I don't like to like hurt people's feelings.
Sure.
And it's like, even if I don't mean it, sometimes they're gonna receive it that way still. So that was like a big step for me, and I had Teaspoon to kind of help me with that.
She
was great. And just a big piece of my development in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, Teaspoon's great. She coached at Chicago and coached Dearica at Unrivaled, and you had a great season. And I love what you tweeted about Ray after the season.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of an example of like we had to be like one day like literally get your shit together. Yeah,
you basically like in the tweet you were just like, we've been through it. Yeah. Like I appreciate you like being on this ride with me, and so. Yeah, you and Ray are like my homegirls. I love you. Yeah.
Well, obviously, going back to the draft, we know Cam kind of put her shit on.
She did.
The draft.
My coochie was almost out.
I think no one cared.
We wanted to see more.
Show us more.
Who do y'all think is going to be the best dressed? I'm a huge I think we saw a little bit of a teaser with Paige. Paige Beckers last year.
It's going to be Paige.
I'm excited to see what she puts on.
We're going two-piece. Think she's going to have a two-piece suit set on.
I hope she pops out in a dress.
Oh, you want her in a dress?
I would love to see her in a dress. I would love to see her in a dress.
There's this country artist who, her name is Lainey Wilson, and she wears these two-piece suits, but it's like huge bell-bottom pants, like tailored pants. Yeah. I'm not necessarily saying that she needs to wear like a bell-bottom pant, but like some type of feminine,
like a flared
feminine two-piece suit would be cool. I just don't see her in a dress though.
Yeah. I don't know if she's gonna pop in a dress.
I would love to see it. I also know Kiki is going to pop out.
True.
Fire.
Yeah,
because when she always looks good on the court, but she cleans up really nice. Yeah.
Really nice legs.
I hope she wears something like Nigerian gown type of thing, because she wears like Nigerian,
like a little pattern.
Yes, I think it would look beautiful on her.
The touch of that. That'd be cool.
I think everyone, like the standard's so high now.
And you can dress in the tunnels now.
What did you wear for the draft?
Actually, I had on some Manolos.
What is a Manolo?
A Manolo?
Fashion girly. What?
I don't know what a Manolo is. It's a brand?
Yeah.
The Sex and the City shoe?
No. I don't know it.
The Carrie Bradshaw shoe.
Is it a stiletto?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yes.
Were you wearing white?
Oh, you don't wear heels?
Gray. I wear heels.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I went away from them, but I think I'm back. I think I'm back. I think
you wear heels sometimes.
I do. I dipped and dabbed last year, but I think
I was about to say, I feel like I've seen you in a high boot heel.
My fashion brand a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go.
Period.
We share clothes sometimes.
Yeah, they're the same.
No, not shoes.
Oh.
No, my feet are bigger. Not that much bigger though.
Like a foot or two.
Shut up. No, but it's funny. Dearica. No. This is just me. I get frustrated. No. If we wear something, thank you. Ben likes my feet.
Period.
If you see me wearing something that, because like once you wear something, you won't wear it again. You're like, okay,
like,
can you
especially
drop
for
it
the
off?
tunnel.
And then it'll be like, can I wear that? Because you won't wear it again. So it's nice.
Ray literally comes over and she's like, I'm taking this.
Yeah,
And I'll be like, I've already worn it. You can give me like $300. You can have it. And she's like, yes, thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's really
So-
convenient. And it's nice being close to each other because
Yeah.
like we live in proximity. So
in the
it's
same
like,
area.
It's easy.
That's cool.
Straight to Cam is presented by Allstate. Some people just know that they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Just like, to check that you packed all the snacks and toys for your kids before you drive 2 hours to the beach just to realize you left them on the kitchen counter.
And it's just like, that you should be checking where the big game is before planning the girls' trip around it just to find out that it's a home game.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois. Okay. You've been in the league for a decade. You don't look like you've been in the league for a
Thank
decade.
you.
No.
I don't feel it. It doesn't feel like that, honestly.
Like, you look really young. A decade's crazy.
When they say that the average span is like 3 years, I'm like, that's impossible.
That's
It feels like, I don't know. I just feel like, I guess everybody that's kind of in the league is like been in it for a while.
The people you know.
true. Yeah,
So
people you know.
It's like 10, 12 years. Like Kayla McBride was one of my, she was like a year older than me. So
I love her. You're asked this all the time, but like, what would you say is the thing that you've learned that you are like, wow, that's the biggest teaching I've taken away?
I wouldn't say no one like said this specifically to me, but I would say find something that you're good at outside of scoring because everybody can score. Like if you go give somebody 25 shots a game, they can score.
You can score.
I wish. If you got
But
25
the
shots a
thing
game.
that what is it, 12 teams or 13 teams? So 12 out of 13 teams have a franchise player going into the situation more than likely. So being able to score is probably like the least of your, like you need to be able to defend, or in my case, it was my energy and
Your
me
motor.
running the floor. My motor is what kept me on the floor. And
Yeah.
Such a high motor.
yeah. And so for the longest I played, I was good at that. I was good at coming off the bench and taking like a back seat.
Yeah.
And like that worked for me and us at the time.
Yeah.
And so obviously I've had the opportunity to come to LA and do more and be more, because it's like everybody like has potential to do that, but it's about the betterment of the team or the greater good of the team. And so
Yeah.
I would say finding something that like that you can be known for outside of scoring.
I would
That's kept
say
me-
you also like, you've added your shot
yeah.
to the game too. Like you
Yeah.
can spread the floor,
Yeah.
like you can pass. Like you are really versatile. I feel like for me, it's like I need to find something else than defense.
No, what are you talking about? That's that's gonna keep you on the floor.
No, but I'm saying like if I add like being a really good facilitator, I feel like honestly we worked so I got you the ball.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah,
passing
you was
the
getting
ball.
me the ball. So. Listen,
I know you missed me when I got hurt.
right here.
yeah, come on, Cam.
I know you missed me when I
No,
was
I
out.
think it's also about opportunity and minutes. If you are a badass defender, you're going to be on the floor 30 minutes a game. If you're on the floor 30 minutes a game, if I played 30, but before I got to LA, even playing 30 minutes a game and not even having a play ran for me,
You're
I was
efficient.
averaging 14 and like, so if you're on the floor, you're going to get points, like buckets,
Opportunities,
like you're going to
yeah.
get opportunities. So it's about what's going to keep you on the floor versus like someone else.
I think also like O-boarding. I feel like that's like something that like will keep you,
Yeah.
if you just crash the boards and you make people think about
Yeah.
boxing you out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think Angel kind of inspired me a little bit. I've always been like a good rebounder, but I think
Angel
I'm
Reese?
like, yeah.
Okay.
So I think there was like times where I was like leaning more in my legs and stuff. I'm about to go watch some clips, but
She can move people.
that's ways you can score for yourself. Like if you're going to have players shoot the ball, and, Kelsey's coming and she's pretty efficient. So not too many misses, but those are shots that you can rebound.
Yeah. No, Angel honestly needs to like come out with a master class on offensive rebounding.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, for me, I have the motor and the heart to rebound. So
You
it's
do.
like, but there is a little strategy to it.
There is. Yeah. I think she's just always headhunting. She's like, who can I hit first before they see me?
Yeah, yeah.
And just like,
And it's also just knowing your teammates. Like, I know this is going up versus like if we were in our situation, it's like we had kind of had 5 players that were going to shoot the ball. So
I think I had to adjust to rebounds being longer in the pros because people are taking harder shots. They're more off balance.
Yeah.
They're shooting from deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I was just so ready to be like, okay, I'm getting positioned right under the rim. In actuality, you need to be ready to move.
And also, I think the other thing that goes into offensive rebounding is where there's some games where it just depends on the offenses that we're running. If I'm out at the top of the key, the entire offense is like, I'm not getting there to rebound. So it's like, versus if your team's offense is a low post, Angel's down there a lot, so she's able to.
I like having the running start. It helps me. My skinny ass. I'm like, here it comes.
No, I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this basketball talk with the women because I'm around men all day and they talk like the NBA, the MNBA.
Yeah, MNBA.
But no, that's why I'm just sitting here like, this is so cool.
And it's so different from what you hear too.
Yeah,
like our games are just
completely different. I was gonna ask like, what do you feel like the difference is when you started in the W, when you started the W, and now with like offense and defense, the whole game altogether, because it changes.
Yeah, spacing.
Yeah.
I think that's like where, like when I got drafted, I was so versatile, and I still had that. And there was like the Candace part. There weren't a ton of female athletes or like women's basketball players in WNBA that had like the skill set that I have. But now it's kind of like, everybody is that, like Brianna Stewart and Nafisa, they all kind of came after, but everybody, normally the 4 is the best player on the team. Yeah. And they're versatile and they're stretching, they can just do multiple things. So I think that's becoming more common. Everybody's like, a lot of more people are starting just to run the 4 round 1, 5 out. You're kind of see the game go away a little bit from like true like 5s.
Yeah.
So that's like been a transition, I would say. Sylvia Fowles, after she kind of left, it was like, we still have BG, but even she is a little bit more mobile, She was shooting threes at Unrivaled. So I think with just the going away from positions, so to say, that's been the difference.
We ran a couple ball screens together.
Yeah, it would be really random, and I would just like, come set me one.
For real. No, seriously, it's becoming positionless.
I think now that there are more eyes on the W, there's a lot more perks. I mean, obviously, you get the adrenaline from just being able, you're a performer, you're an entertainer, like that's what your job is. But now you're getting some perks. Y'all are getting some perks behind it. One of my favorites for Cam was having Kim K come to the game.
Oh God.
Is there a story behind that?
It's not. It's just a social media story where, first of all, I took a picture after the game, and
what happened?
This is crazy. We need, tell the story.
And I'm like red. I play hard. I'm red. I'm sweaty. Anyways, I took a picture of Kim and everybody's like, oh, Pete Davidson.
Oh
no. Y'all are just angry, first of all.
They're
I don't care. It's like funny. At this point, it's like funny because like I like lean into it a little bit.
Sure.
It's like,
I saw your
I look
clip.
good. I know I look good. I don't look like Pete Davidson, but like, it's just kind of funny. But yeah, everybody's like, Kim's not slick.
Not her trying to double back.
It was just,
I didn't even put two and two together.
I need to meet Pete. We need to get a side by side and just
that
like
would be,
end it and like once and for all.
I need that.
See what he thinks about it.
We need that.
I think like that's the level our league has reached. Like they will come for us the same way they come for the guys, which is like good. I mean,
people's like, I can't unsee it now. They're like, oh, you're like, you're beautiful.
I don't see it at all.
Yeah, no.
I don't see it at all. But it's like fun. I mean, like,
they're quiet back there. What do they think? Or even like when people are like, oh, what does she have on? I'm like, go pull your best outfit out in your fucking closet and let me see what you got.
I was on Twitter last night, or X. What are we supposed to call it? I don't know. That one social media site. And there's this lady who was going back at everybody in her comments.
Oh, I saw that.
With the dads. And she was going, like, every person had something bad to say about the picture.
And she would just go back.
She was going in on them. And I'm like, that's the energy right there. That's energy.
See, part of me like wants to be like that at times. But I'm like, I can get on this app one day. Like, she's like, Mom.
But you call people out. Like,
I've done it more. I think I've learned to like stick up for myself. That's like one of my new boundaries in a sense of like, no, I'm gonna stick up for myself. But there's sometimes like people say, in the moment you say something back to them, they're like, oh my God, or how dare you,
or big fan. Yes. I'm like, okay, but anyways,
and it's like in the way the new like algorithms are set up, everything pops up on your timeline that's for you to see, and it'll be like, oh, like one time it like popped up, so that baby mama is so ass. And I'm like, I know you're talking about me, but like, what? But it's like on my For You page. So it's like,
You're like, go look up my bio, honey.
but yeah, like, okay, yeah, sure. Ask, but like,
It's going to take you 10 minutes to read through my accolades.
but it's just like, you can't miss anything.
No, you
nowadays.
can't.
No,
Like,
you can't. It makes it really
Or if you
hard.
don't see it, someone's tagging you.
Yeah,
so that you
or
see
they're
it.
like, or they respond for you in a sense and be like, oh, look at this. Yeah.
No.
So speaking of celebrities, who is your favorite celebrity that came to watch us? Because we had a lot of people that sat courtside. And like who is someone that you would want to come this year? Because we're in LA.
Okay, I feel
People need
like
to
for
come.
me, I'm over the like celebrity, like
The
not
hype.
over it, but like I'm
Yeah.
not like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm
you're not
dying
looking
for it.
yeah.
Because I feel like it just I've met, you know, like been around so many people. But I do things for my daughter now. So
Literally, I'm thinking it for myself. I'm like, who do my kids really want to see at
exactly.
these
It's
games?
like Legend probably wants Miss Rachel to be there, and Amaya probably wants Taylor Swift to be there. So
That's
those
who you
are my
want there.
next. Yeah, that's his.
Is Miss
yeah.
Rachel a real person?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. Miss Rachel is my fourth parent.
I thought it was like an animated
any,
thing.
but-
No, she's not animated.
No,
She's
Miss
real
Rachel
deal.
is that girl.
Yeah.
What's the YouTube that was like, now do the veggie dance. Now
Oh,
do the,
I didn't go through that one.
now do that. I thought that was Miss
No
Rachel.
one say anything.
Yum, yum.
Gracie's Corner.
Eat 'em up.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I
Yeah, we
thought-
did Gracie's Corner. We'll
Okay.
go through that.
We love Gracie too.
Okay. I've heard a lot about Miss Rachel. Yeah. She should come to
Eat them up. Eat them up. Yeah.
I really want Alex Kansani to come to a game. She's a model.
Model.
She's
okay.
a doll. And I absolutely love her. And she's like very goofy. If you like look her up, she has like a very like silly personality and she like has no social anxiety. What do people say? Like social anxiety is afraid of her.
Yeah.
Like every single interview, like she'll be like, oh, like what did you eat for breakfast this morning? She'll be like, dick.
Yeah.
So she's so funny, and I would just love if she came to a game. That would like make my life.
Yeah, so she probably doesn't get embarrassed or.
No,
Oh, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't get embarrassed like that. You really don't.
I don't know.
You don't. You.
Maybe a little.
No. Sometimes I get a little bout of free will. Like, oh, I have free will. I can just go do that. But
I feel like
other
you
than
don't
that-
really get embarrassed. Either.
Yes, I do.
I don't see it. I think that's
I
what
get
you
embarrassed all the
think
time.
people
Not
like. You would never know.
Yeah, it's like define embarrassed.
I'm like, do I get embarrassed for other people? I get embarrassed for other people all the time.
Secondhand embarrassment.
So the secondhand embarrassment is so real. Like, close my eyes, close my ears. Can't do it. But
Yeah.
so obviously you were in Paris this summer, which was super fun. I was there too. So like, what was
Yeah.
your experience like with that?
It was bittersweet. It took a
Yeah.
moment for me to actually like kind of settle in and just be like, okay, you're here now, and just enjoy the process just because of the backstory.
Right. So
Tears probably gonna come to tears. again.
we'll give a little backstory to this. You making the team. I even remember like when Cameron was in Mass when you guys were trying out and talking. I don't know if it was to you or your mom, and hearing like we really want Cameron to make this team. We really want Dearica to go win it too. So like that was always kind of top of mind, like wanting both of y'all to make the team and like have that experience together and like do all of that. And so I'm gonna get through the story because when I see people cry, I'm really hormonal right now. We got to surprise Cameron with making it because you guys were in town in Phoenix, and the Olympic.
Where are you?
Okay. We got to surprise Cameron with finding out that she made the team because the Sparks were in Phoenix playing Mercury, and the Olympic Committee wanted to come and somehow surprise her. And we're like, okay, we'll get her to come over to the house. We'll tell her that my son Daxon has this CrossFit like competition class. We really want her to go see it. And the Olympic Committee was hiding like across the street, like behind a tree or something, so that they wouldn't see her. So she wouldn't see them. And then it came in, and she was like, "What are you guys doing? Like, why is he in your house? Like, what are you doing?" And we surprised her. It was so exciting. But I remember like right after you were like I really hope D makes it. Mama D makes it. Ended up not, which was like so like it was bittersweet. Like very, very bittersweet.
It didn't make sense.
And I mean, I don't know how she felt, but I know how I felt. It was like we're excited for Cam, but like you know, you deserve to make it. And so then when her injury happened and we found out about you, like I know that again, so sad for Cam, but super excited for you and your family to be able to experience that and go. So I know that, as you can tell, we've got the tissues out over here. So it's one of those things where it's hard to, you have that battle in your mind. Like, I'm so happy, but really wish Cam was doing it with me. So how did you guys deal with that?
I would say same, like, I think we both kind of thought leaving there, like, I remember Cher telling me, like, I want to make it with you. Like, you're going to be on the team. I want to be on it with you.
I had no doubt that we would make
and
it
so
together.
I think, I didn't know, like, I hadn't got a phone call or anything. I didn't think about that. But then I think, I don't know if I called, I don't remember. I think I called you.
You called me.
Oh, yeah. And I just told her, I said, I got an email.
Oh, they emailed
me, yeah. And they were like, said, like, they were going to go, like, in a different direction or something like that. And I was just like, what? And I called Cam, and then, you know, I think she just celebrated or something. So I think they sent it to me when they, like, got to Phoenix. So, and it was one of those things, like, we were both, like, kind of crying on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I was sobbing.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, like.
But it felt wrong.
Yeah.
It felt wrong.
And that's another conversation for.
Yeah, but it's just like. Seriously. No, but it's just like.
Minutes.
When I was on the phone with you, it's just like. It was something that I was so set on doing with you.
Yeah.
And it definitely felt great, but I don't know. It's just like when something doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. So.
Yeah. And I think that was across the board for, I think, even them. But nonetheless, I was happy for her. And then it was like, you know, like, it just wasn't my time. Like, but then it was like, something in me was like, it's something, I think I said to her, I said, this makes me feel terrible because I don't want that to be the situation for it to happen. But I said, something's going to happen. Like, I'm going to still go to Paris.
Yeah.
And we were thinking, like, maybe they're going to be like, we fucked up and just, like, switch it. And then so.
I mean, it's honestly, it's one of those things where I feel like y'all's relationship is what it is because of the situation. Like, you took her under your wing because of the situation, and you would not because, but like, it's kind of those things that works out and everything happens for a reason. And she was still able, like, there's still such positive energy. Like, if it was someone else who took her position, not that you would wish ill on them or anything like that, but you would not even have an ounce of happiness for what happened if it wasn't her, because like, that's your girl. Like, if anyone could take her spot,
it was crazy.
Could fill in, like, not take her spot, could fill in for her. It's 100% you, and everyone's happy about it. more. Sponsored by Clean It. Just kidding. Just kidding. Allstate.
I remember getting hurt. It's funny how we can go from being so silly to this, but it's like, we've been through it together.
Yeah.
I remember getting hurt and like knowing immediately, like I knew. Like when you tear your ACL, like, you know, I was on the ground and you were the person to come up to me first. And you were like, I think you could tell like I wasn't good. And then you were the only person to walk me to the sideline. I got back into the locker room. And so at the time we were playing Connecticut, and Jen Rosati is the GM of Connecticut. She also happened to be, and still is, the USA basketball 3-on-3 coach. She was in the locker room with me, and I looked at her and I said, you better take Dearica.
Oh, that's what happened?
No.
You better take it.
No, but I just, I knew in that moment that it was over for me. And I honestly, like, obviously I was devastated, but it gives me so much joy knowing that you got to experience that with your children and your family. And it honestly, like, it feels right. And I was just cheering for you. I know I was distant. It was hard for me to like watch the games really closely, but I was so proud of you. Like, it's just, I think everything happens for a reason. And like, I feel like we are so extremely close now. And I feel like it's just like things do happen for a reason. I'll have another chance.
Absolutely.
But for you to go to Paris with your kids and to experience that and to just be the dominant player you are and like medal and everything, like, it felt right to me. And it really genuinely like brought me peace. Cause there's no one else that I think like deserved it more. And so, it's just like a crazy situation.
No, it was. And it was hard to, even they wanted to do like something like that, like a celebratory thing. And I was like, no, that I'm like I'm not doing that. Like I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. But it was hard to, like, it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because one, I wanted to be on the team for the right reasons, in a sense. Like,
and you wanted, like, ideally, y'all wanted to do it together. Like, that's...
But we will.
You will. And so that's kind of, that. I feel like that's what the battle was. Not only was she not there with you, but how it happened. But it's going to happen. We're going to put that out there in the universe. Y'all are going to, in 3 years, y'all are going to be here in LA.
Yeah.
Playing together, running it back. Like, wait, that just makes sense. LA Sparks, LA Olympics. Okay. It's
like,
happening.
It's truly like God at work. The way he's placed people in my life, the way like things happen, terrible things happen, but I will come back, and like, it's just crazy how my path has been so solidified, and like you've been placed in my life, and like we get to experience this together. And the fact that like now like we get to do this show together, like I look at my life and I'm like, how is this, like, it's full of so many blessings.
Yeah.
Well, good things happen to good people.
Well, I mean, you know, you try to be the best version of yourself every day. And I feel like you both are like really inspiring to me, because you're both just like taking care of yourself, but also tiny humans. And it's like crazy to me. And I'm like, if they can show up and be the best version of themselves with all this added pressure, you know, like it just is inspiring. And so I think it's just like, this is a great moment for me to just like sit and like reflect on like.
I remember, I think one of the first things I told you, I was like, it sucks, but happening now is probably the best thing in the circumstances.
No, you did. And it made me feel better. So
USA. Honestly, no hugs, because I will literally cry more.
No, keep going.
Keep going.
Maybe powder me up though.
I think there won't be more cheers the rest of the episode.
Yeah. So. Talk about my dating life, maybe. I'm just kidding.
Oh, there's all this emotionalist. Gave me BO. Yeah. Okay, you ready, everybody? Ooh. Come on now. Okay. We both have a new teammate.
Yes.
New to me, not new to you, Miss Kelsey Plum. What would you say you're most excited for with just being reunited with her and her being back?
First and foremost, having my friend back. Leaving Vegas was hard for both of us, and just different things happening in our lives. So to be able to, you know, kind of repair our friendship and build from that, I'm looking forward to. And then just her pace, you know, she's fast with the ball.
Her energy.
The energy, for sure.
Her competitiveness is going to make our team better. Yeah. Her want to win. She's a winner. Gonna make us better, and then obviously she can score the ball, so the floor is gonna open up, which I'm excited about.
I think also seeing the way she prepares every day and just really treats her career as like, this is my job, and she puts everything into it. Like the past couple of days we've been like training together in the same facility, and like I'm watching her during runs, and she's filming runs, and she watches clips back from runs, and like she really is such a pro. So I think that will like elevate our level of excellence. But I really want you to tell the prank stories, because I think they're so funny. Like you guys
She's
have had
such a goof.
Get back.
Yeah, like she's such a goof.
They've had ongoing prank wars.
Yeah, I think we definitely brought out a different side of each other and do. So it's gonna be cool to get back to that. But in particular, the story I think that you're talking about is she would take Amaya on dates sometimes, or just take her for a little bit.
Cute.
So I could go to brunch or something with my other friends. And this one time, she has my location, which most of my friends. Do you have my location? A lot of my friends have my location.
Mine do too. Yeah.
And
Do I?
that was actually really heartbreaking when that was like, you're no longer sharing. Like that was so.
That does suck with a friend. Wait,
You're like, why don't I have your
I'm pissed.
So anyways, while she figures that out, she had my location. I'm at like brunch with a couple of my other friends. And she comes in there, and the restaurant is like, it's like a breakfast, like brunch spot, but it's like in my neighborhood. So it's like just for the community kind of thing.
Yeah.
So not a ton of people are in there. And I'm in the corner, I'm on the phone, and she comes in there, her and Maya just start throwing water balloons at me.
What? In the restaurant?
In the restaurant. In the restaurant. Water balloons popping, there's what, you know, and like, thankfully, like I eat there all the time, so they know me. They know and they know Kelsey. But it was still just like, what? Like, come in there and then just like take off running.
That's a free will moment. That's free will.
And it was she recorded it, so it's like a video out there.
That's hilarious.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get you back. And Amaya gets to do both. She's with me now.
Yeah.
So she's over there like, yeah. And I'm like, you were a part of it. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm your mom. So, we think about it. And I'm like, okay. Kelsey had this nice, like, black car.
Mm-hmm.
And I got car paint. I think it's like water. It's like kind of like
water soluble.
Water.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna like
splatter it everywhere.
Yeah, splatter, draw all over it. And KP's the first one at the gym, so I didn't have to worry about like I go into practice, and me and Amaya are like just all over the windows and all over, just like dripping down on the tires, on the concrete. And we're at UNLV practicing at Cox Pavilion at this time, and so yeah, we do that. I put $100 bill like in the windshield thing, like, get your car washed. Later on, she's like, it cost me more than that.
It's nice that you gave her.
Yeah, at least I know.
It's nice you gave her some money.
Yeah, so go in there. I'm waiting for practice to be over. We go through practice. That's my prank. The cops come in. And it's National Best Friend Day, by the way. The cops come in and they're talking, and we're in the middle of practice, like not thinking anything of it. And they go to like the director of like ops at the time and talking to her. And then they call me over there and they're like, I was vandalizing. And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. So somebody called the cops, come up there and they're like, somebody's been vandalizing. And I was like, yeah, I was vandalizing her car. And so we just explained to them, like, it's a joke or whatever. But then they call KP over and she's like, you did what?
Oh, so she's playing
into
into
it yet. No, she hadn't seen it yet. Yeah, so she's like, you did what?
The fact that someone called the police.
Who's calling the cops?
Somebody on campus, I don't know. Or maybe they just drove by and they saw it. Yeah.
Snitches.
That's the theme of this episode, snitches. So, yeah, and then they're like, well, what do you want us to do? She's like, I want to press charges. Like, I want to press all the charges. And they were like
get Amaya too.
So we're gonna have to pick those back up.
I want to
no
join.
Cops though. Let's stay away from the po-po.
I have some good pranks.
I was thinking hard about that car. I was thinking about just like putting like the foam stuff, but I was like,
or filling. What are they doing? Filling people's car with like popcorn.
Yeah, that would have been a lot, but
or like golf balls. I've seen.
I feel like I have the resources now. I can do that. But back then, like 4 years ago, I was like, she's gotta be able to get home.
That's hilarious. The cops would have scared me though. I'd been like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It was a joke.
Just like, I was like, it's a joke. Like, I went to get car insurance the other day because I got a new car. And
shout out, new car.
I need new insurance. But yeah, the rates were so high. And I was like, I haven't had a ticket or an accident in probably since I was 19 years old. Yeah. Why is my insurance so high?
Why is everything so expensive? Vegas must be like so much. It's like nice living in Vegas.
A lot of people are moving from LA to Vegas.
Oh, yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, and a lot of people are moving from California to Phoenix too.
Yes,
and it's.
I mean, it's still because it's so close, you can just kind of still get to LA.
The housing market is insane. It's so expensive. Anyways, adulting.
So speaking of Vegas and LA, what would you say your transition was from Vegas to LA?
It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
So, but most importantly, just coming into LA, the group that was here, Kurt and KB at the time, and then Reagan came later, but just that love and support you say you kind of feel from me, like I felt from them, and NECA at the time, and just had a good group of people around me that kind of just wrapped their arms around me. And so they definitely made it easier, but it was hard to really enjoy it the first year, like get out in LA. Like I feel like this honestly will be the first year I'll like tap more into the LA scene, so to say. But
hell yeah, we're gonna go out.
Yeah, I'm grateful for our organization and being able to be like more collaborative with Reagan at this point. And,
yeah. Shout out our GM Reagan, our organization. They honestly do a really great job, and they handled my injury really well. So I think they do a really good job of meeting us where we're at and everything. So
well, you're in your second year now. So what was your welcome to LA moment?
I would say I was just doing way too damn much.
I think I told you that.
You did.
I think I told you that.
Yes, you did.
I said, you need to sit down. I said, those ads can wait.
Gotta make that money.
I said,
You caught the back end of the NIL, so you're like, I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah. No, for real. I think it was just like this appearance and this.
I do remember that.
And that and ESPN.
They just say no.
I know. Now I feel like I finally learned the power of no.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good at, you protect your peace. You've learned.
I had to go through it. So I'm telling you now at an earlier age.
Yes. No, you've learned. Everyone has to learn. I feel like you've learned that too.
Yeah, for sure. But it comes with age. I mean, like if I didn't have kids or a family, like I obviously would try to take life by the balls and like do everything.
Come here, life.
Yeah. But there are times like you can still even get overwhelmed when you don't have as many responsibilities or other responsibilities. You get so overwhelmed because you're like, I have all the time, I have all the opportunity, but not all opportunities are good opportunities. So just definitely being selective is always the thing to do, is being selective. But
yeah, knowing your worth.
Yeah. And things that you're actually passionate about.
That was my, like, if I'm not authentic about it or I can't do it, I just don't even like.
It doesn't
start like that either. Because like when you see that dollar sign and you're like, oh, they want to give me this much, like, okay, like for sure. But with time and experience, it starts getting old too when you're doing things that you're not really passionate about, and you're like, I'm dreading. Yeah, I'm it's draining. I don't really want to do it. But then the things that you want to do start coming in, and those are more exciting opportunities. Yeah,
I think we've all worked with a brand like that once. Where like I think I'm lucky enough now to really have curated the brands I want to work with, but in the past, and like especially during NIL, you're like, oh my God, like this is draining. Like I'm not looking forward to this. It's like a whole nother job.
Can't even like, you're just like, huh.
Could you imagine though, like being in college and having NIL? Like,
no.
I mean,
you would have made bank.
I don't
you would have.
I'm sure.
You pop your cute little booty out.
Is there something for that?
Yeah, that's how I made some money.
I mean, I think going to Wake Forest, I don't know, maybe I would have ended up at a different place or something, but maybe I just probably wouldn't have went there if that was the case. But
I'm glad I got out of college when I did, because I do think NIL has kind of taken away like the magic.
I just remember like when you start getting these opportunities, collabs, and you being like, so I don't know how you do this. And I'm like, I don't know how you do it, because this is my only job. Like my only job is social media and like brands and all that kind of stuff. And you being overwhelmed with like working outside of your actual job, which is school and basketball. Like I would be so overwhelmed in college if I had to do all of that. I mean, I think it's like a great opportunity for these kids who are in certain situations to start making money. And like
manage
some of them have to provide for their help provide for their families. They set their families up. Like there's a lot of benefit to it. But with everything, there's pros and cons. And I just feel like it's so overwhelming for these kids. Like they're literal kids, like 17-year-olds that are having to make decisions about their lives really early on, and like not so great influences around them either. It's just really hard.
No, it's very tricky.
It's a hard,
I always am like getting financial financial advisor. Thank you. Get a financial advisor. Figure out how to do taxes. Like do all of that.
I still don't do taxes. Our parents do taxes for us still. Me and you. I just exposed you.
But yeah. Anyway, they have to think about all these things that when really like I wish kids would have the opportunity, college students have the opportunity just to focus on school and basketball or whatever sport they're doing.
Yeah. No, I do need to clarify though, NIL definitely needs to be a thing.
Absolutely.
But when I say it takes the magic out of sports, I think it just makes you a pro sooner. And sometimes like that's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
Am I grateful for NIL? Yes. Did I do really well with NIL? Yes. But I do think it's like something that needs to be managed. And I'm just curious how they're going to continue to put restrictions.
They're going to change it a little bit.
Just set the kids, I say kids because everyone's a kid at the age of 20 to me, but set these student athletes up for success in doing so.
For those of you who don't know, NIL is name and image likeness, and it was a law that was passed my sophomore year, and it basically made NCAA athletes able to profit off of their name and image. And before, that was never a thing. And athletes in the past worked really hard to advocate for, the fact that like you can put our names on our names and faces on a poster, and you can, advertise March Madness and we're not getting a penny. It's like definitely
struggling
not
to eat.
fair.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, my mom struggled, you know, she was like, can I afford pizza this week for dinner? So it's like, you can't just leave your athletes out to dry.
There are lots of athletes who couldn't get
struggling,
especially because they're responsible for nutrition and all this stuff. And they're like, I don't have money to pay for all of these things that will make me a better athlete. So it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, I took my little FAFSA money and I got a car. And I
You're like, the meal plan at school was great.
What car did you get?
I had a Toyota Camry, but it was like, they're like cute ones, the cute ones.
I like those.
Yeah.
I do. I like those.
And it was like pretty much, my mom had it for like 2 years, but I took over the car note.
Nice.
I had to use my money to pay for that, but that was like my only real like responsibility.
That's like an adult thing, though.
Yeah.
I know some dudes in college who are using their FAFSA money for like Jordans and PlayStations. I'm like, okay, stay away from you. I'm curious though, because you talked about like the brother sister aspect of the Sparks and the Lakers. Do y'all go to games? Do they come to y'all's games? Like, how is that crossover?
They don't come to our games.
Oh, well, to their defense though, it's their off season.
It's their off season. They're not here.
They're not
yeah.
in LA.
No offense. But they could come.
Like LeBron's traveling in Europe. Like
he's drinking his fine wine on the
I
wine
blame
tour.
him. I would be too. I'd be like, I don't want to watch no WNBA. I'm gonna be in Europe.
They're watching League Pass.
I was
gonna say he's definitely they're watching it on TV.
Yeah.
But I think I think they're trying to like merge it a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, we obviously use crypto and we use their weight room. And we have our nice locker room there now.
Our beautiful locker room
next to theirs.
Yeah.
But I think we're moving in the right direction with it.
How was the buzz when Luka came?
I mean, I wasn't in LA personally, but I feel for him. So I think there's like a new, like, I think I've watched probably like 90% of the games since he's been there. I think he brought like a different energy.
For sure.
But I think I'm a little like touched by his situation. So
like how it all happened.
Yeah, how it happened. I think he's super motivated now. So
it's hard.
I'm a big Luka fan.
People don't understand how hard it is to uproot your life.
Yeah.
You know? But I've seen Luka murals everywhere.
I mean,
all over the city.
Quick transition for them.
And he's a Jordan Brand athlete.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I know we're like, I'm not signing anyone, but I'm like Curry Brand, New Balance, pretty much where I draw the line.
I can get you some Jordans. I told you.
I have some. They're just in the closet.
Throw them away
in the box.
I'll get you some exclusive.
You do every single practice. There's like a huge box of Jordan stuff.
I know you're not talking.
New Balance treats me very, very well.
Not just New Balance. She gets like. We're going to Alexander Wang boxes.
Those are the ones you're eyeing.
Yeah. I gave you those pair of jeans fit you really well. Remember those?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, they're cute on you.
But it's like boxes of
we share clothing.
All kind of things, yeah.
Yeah. I know I call you Mama D, but you're like my big sister.
Same thing.
Same difference.
Big sister doesn't sound the same though.
Maya, I don't even know what she thinks about me. She like will text me randomly.
I mean, she calls you guys like she's like,
are you technically my sister?
You really have like 3 daughters.
Okay, so you said that you have Amaya and you have Legend. How many more are we thinking?
Bring them on.
No, my goodness.
I don't know. I got about, let's say, 5, 6, 7 more years to play. So I think I can make,
5, 6 more kids?
No,
that too, but no.
You could easily play like 6 more years and like 7 more years.
I think 7 years. So I'll be 38. I think I can knock them some out back to back to back to back.
Oh my God. Good for you.
So back to back to back to back.
I know.
4 more? Is that what you count?
4 more.
Then that came organically and naturally, so I'll take it.
And then so that means if 7 more years, then that I will be having my first kid probably, because I want to have my first kid around 30. So that you can teach me how to birth a child.
I think you will have a doula.
Mama doula D.
Doula, yeah. That might be a good transition.
I feel like if you like birth and like kids in that way, I feel like that'd be a good post-career
But I'm too like because if something goes wrong,
I know,
I can't.
That's how I felt about being a vet. I wanted to be a vet for the longest, and I'm like,
you love animals.
I gotta watch these animals die.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
Like I majored in psychology.
Me too. Yeah.
But I minored in psych. What about
not
me?
the same?
Okay. Okay.
Not the same. Stay over there. No, but go talk about like being a therapist and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm too like, I can do it, but I wear people's emotions like too much. So
I want to do marriage and family therapy. I wanted to do children's psychology, and then I was like, no. Yeah. I had my own kids, and I was like, I can't even watch like a sad kid movie. Like, no. So I'll be in people's relationships.
Yeah.
I just have my degree. I use it to talk to people.
mean, you're fine. To me. You're good.
I use it to help people to be a good teammate.
Manage emotions.
Do you want? Can I ask this?
What? Go ahead.
Speaking of wanting 12 more children, are we dating? What is it like dating as a WNBA player? I already know the answers
apps?
to an extent, but
I don't know any of these answers.
Yeah, let's just see. Share what you want. Give us the tea.
Give us the tea. What's the dating life like?
Tea to an extent.
Dating and relationships are. I'm gonna give the. What's the answer? The like professional answer.
They're ass.
It's hard. No, that's not what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Dating as a pro athlete is hard in general. Like relationship, not relationship. Just because it's just so unpredictable. And everybody's schedules are busy. And then 9 times out of 10, maybe you're probably dating somebody else that's just as busy or in a relationship with. So it's tricky, you know?
How do you meet new people?
I don't.
No.
No new friends, no new boyfriends.
Nope.
No? So when you're looking at new prospects.
I don't look at new prospects.
Okay, but when you think about new prospects.
I don't think about new prospects. I am not looking.
You're not looking at all.
What
do
if
you have a prospect? Okay. That's your.
She is full prospects.
What for?
I'm joking.
No.
Do you have someone in mind?
I have someone.
Okay, so then before you found that someone, being of someone of your caliber, do we look for someone who is of the same caliber?
Yeah.
Who has the same, not the same schedule as far as like an athlete or anything like that, but is just as busy? Or do they have to have flexibility to keep up with your busy life? Like, how are you navigating that?
I think you just kind of go with the flow.
Okay.
I don't think I go looking for like, oh, you have to be like as busy, but I think the accessibility and stuff, that's just naturally like what I'm around. Yeah. I mean, you're what we're around. So I think that's just kind of how it happens. But yeah. Are
you a 50-50 girl, like on vacations, at dinners?
No.
Do you need to pay for me? Like,
No, I try. Like, I definitely offer, but also, yeah.
No. You better not pay for anything.
I don't think there's anything wrong with paying.
To be paid, but it's also like a sign of like respect for me. Like, it's just like, I appreciate you, like, but I also can.
No, I like going 50-50.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be like an ass.
I've never been like, you need to pay for this, everything for me.
Same.
It feels weird. Yeah. Like, any girls that
too much control.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even if I do have it, like, I remember my mom being like, we would go shopping and she'd like hide the bags in her car. And I'm like, I never want to do that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a bag girl. I'm starting to like a little bit.
Oh my God, the chair.
My chair just broke. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Where are we going?
Oh my God.
What's this spot?
I know.
It's okay now.
Is that?
Yeah.
Just don't lean too much.
Okay. We're good now.
We'll just change this mid-episode.
Oh my God.
I thought you slouched down. I didn't think it like.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
Came out.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Okay. I'll say one more thing. I feel like you're like the best person to be in a relationship with, though.
Thank you. I agree. I'm easygoing. I'm low maintenance.
You are.
I'm a lover girl.
You are a lover girl.
I'm adaptable.
You're also like good at FaceTiming people. One thing about me I need to work on in Ben and I's relationship is like when we're long distance, it's hard. I don't like FaceTiming people. I don't know why.
Me neither.
No, we're getting on FaceTime.
I feel like you're really good at like putting that effort in when you're not like with each other in person.
Yeah.
So kudos to you. So we're coming to the end of the episode. I know I'm sad. You're like, get me out of here.
We could go on all day.
Yes.
No, we could go all day.
So we end episodes with, we have some notes, and this is just us reacting to interesting media. And 23andMe is going bankrupt, which is crazy. And 15 million DNA samples are just floating around. Are we okay if the government makes clones of us?
I feel like one of those is mine. No, I'm not even kidding. My mother-in-law bought me and Damien a 23andMe box like 2019. And I didn't think I did it because I hadn't got anything back, like nothing. And so then I bought another one about 2 years ago, sent it in. They were like, we already have your sample. Like there's already been an account made and da-da-da-da. I haven't received a thing. So now they have 2 sets of my DNA just floating around there.
2 delis.
2 me's.
That's crazy.
So I'm a little scared. Are they cloning us?
But like, why would they do that?
I mean, robots. Maybe they can maybe they are like mix it or something. And
Things honestly never fail to surprise me now. So in the future,
I mean, everything's gonna be ran by robots. So
in artificial intelligence,
starting, yeah.
So Ben works in artificial intelligence.
so he's at the T.
Bring him in.
Well,
Sit
I just
right
know
here.
if the world's ending, like thank God we have him on our side because he'll be able to code our way out of there.
Can he make us food and water?
You know what?
Yes, out of zeros and
They're
ones.
over here doing all of this. You know what I really want? Is that thing from Spy Kids where they put the thing in a microwave and it just poofs up. That's what I want.
Yeah, no,
I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Or the cheese can sprayer, just spray it out. And it's
Yeah,
like,
what is
dinner's
that
made.
from? Is that from Spy Kids
Spy
too?
Kids too.
Okay, yes, I need that. Especially
That's how like a mom.
That's
That's like some mom shit.
that's
like-
definitely a mom thing.
I've never
'cause-
seen Spy Kids.
Okay, well there's a scene. Was it a card or like a piece of paper or just a number that they put into the microwave?
I don't remember.
It was
I think
something.
Like, an item, like
It
a
was-
can or something.
It was a can. It's something really easy. You put it in the microwave, and then you press like however long you want to cook it, and it just pops up, and it was like a Big Mac meal, like from
Or
McDonald's.
you could just get a Big Mac and warm it up.
Yeah, but you don't.
We
but
just
you don't
we're
have to go out
assuming
the
like we don't have
house.
that though.
Yeah,
You would want a Big Mac out of anything?
No, I make me a steak dinner or whatever.
There you go.
but
Okay,
in
see,
2
I can
seconds
get
would
down
be
with
great.
that. I can get down
Make
with
me
that.
a smoothie with extra collagen.
Are you imitating me
Yes.
now?
Colostrum. It's that new thing that the people are
The
eating.
babies? Oh, you're from the milk?
I don't know. They call it. It's like a powder form. It's like
grabbing your boob right now.
My boobs actually did tingle while we were sitting here a couple minutes ago.
Colostrum is the thing.
Yeah,
out of
so
the-
I don't know where they get it from, but
Cows?
a cow.
No.
It's
Oh, that is
cow
their cow
colostrum.
colostrum. Okay.
Anyways, the girls are dry scooping it these days. It's the new dry scoop that people are doing.
So
It's
can
like
you feed that to infants?
no, it's for like adults.
It's hard enough to get Dearica to take creatine, so I don't think we're going to get you on any new. After practice, they give us the cherry juice and the creatine.
I have a. Never mind. Let me not tell that story.
Are you
She'll kill
taking
me.
supplements now?
No. But
How has this woman been in the league for 10 years? And
I take my vitamins.
She's built like that.
But supplements are vitamins. Then good. Do you take
Yeah.
vitamins?
But I was gonna say that one of my former teammates, drink my breast
Drink
milk.
your breast
before.
milk. Have you
That's not that weird.
Have you had your breast milk?
Yeah.
I
tasted it.
I can't do it.
Well, I know I used to
haven't been
drink.
there like
I've never even
I
tasted
used
it.
to tasted yours.
I used to taste mine. My husband tasted mine. I
like
wanna-
this, like this.
I can't do it.
I want to taste.
Sure, I'll bring some in next.
On an episode.
I'll bring some in for you in a
Just
couple
ship
months.
it to me. Yeah, ship it to me. No, that's
you want to try it right
precious.
from the tap?
Breast milk is precious. I do know that. I'm not excited to breastfeed.
You don't have to.
There's
I
there's
want to.
alternates.
You don't have to.
I want to though. But you breastfed for a little bit, right?
While
I
playing?
did 12. Yeah. I
Ugh.
did 12 months with Amaya.
That's
And
incredible.
amazing.
That is incredible.
Yeah, I was tiny,
You're small. Yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
was
just
like-
hungry all the time.
and I was calling myself going vegan while I was in Italy. So the food already out there is like dense.
Yeah.
So it's just like running through me. And then Amaya was running through
Yeah.
me. Like,
Just sucking you
so I was
dry.
like, yeah, like these big ass boobs and like.
That's incredible.
So.
I don't do that at all.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
play at
and
all,
then
and I would die.
Legend,
breastfeeding.
I did like 4 months.
That's
He was so
incredible.
greedy. Like,
You're like, you know what? You're done.
he was so hungry all the time. And I
He's
was
always
like,
hungry.
I can't. Like,
I always
can't.
see that child with food.
He eats so like he wakes up and he wants like 3 bananas to start his day.
He loves bananas.
He loves bananas. Like,
That's
He
so
loves
funny.
bananas.
Shout out to the kids. Shout out to the boobies.
I want boobies. Remember the
buy
other
'em.
day?
yes,
Remember
I
the
do.
other day? And I was like, Dearica, what if I got a boob job? I will never get a boob job. I
Don't
don't.
say that. Now this is documented.
I don't want to get a boob job.
You changed your mind?
Well, sue me if I change my mind. I don't want a boob job, but I was joking with Dearica. I was like, what if I got a boob job? And you would be like, no, you would look really stupid.
Yeah.
You look a little unproportional.
Yeah, that's why you see everybody's going back to the let's get on the natural way.
Everyone's taking all their
everybody wants
implants, their fillers,
Or just natural.
reverse
hair.
BBLs.
Yeah.
People are reversing their BBLs?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyways,
Someone asked me if I got one before when I first
A BBL?
I mean, it's big back there, but it's not that big, right?
No, you have a nice butt.
Okay, but when I first got to the league, I went to South Korea and I came back and I just lifted over there, ate salmon. I did lift my rookie year. I ate salmon, rice, apples, and eggs like every day.
protein.
And I was doing I was doing hip thrust every day, and just like lifting.
Imagine what your butt would look like if you lifted now.
No.
Okay.
No, I know. I do enough to like
Maintain.
Yeah.
You said I had no butt. And
But somebody was like, somebody asked if you got a BBL, and I was like, what?
That's
baby.
I mean, that's what I'm after post baby is Ozempic and BBL accusations.
Yeah.
Not getting them, but I won't do it, but I want the accusations.
Did you see Gabby Thomas post that TikTok? It was like, I wish people I want to be on the Ozempic. But I asked if I could be on the Ozempics and they were like, Gabby, no. She's like, I want to be on the Ozempics. Are you telling me these people don't want chocolate? She was like, give me the Ozempics. Oh,
And
yeah, she got engaged.
Shout out to her. Great year for her.
I love
Great
her.
year.
She's a New Balance queen as well. She went to Harvard, smarty, engaged young, like me. We can be engaged young. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. That's a wrap on episode 12 of Straight to Cam, a Wave original presented by Allstate. Shout out to Miss Dearica.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, vocals.
I actually love you so much. So thank you for being here. Make sure you listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts at Straight to Cam. And
Yes. And as always, at Straight to Cam on all social media platforms to get the best clips throughout the week.
see you next Monday.
Bye.